Is that us? Is it our time?
I think so.
Are we here? Is this reality?
Is this you?
I don't know. Is this me? Is that you?
I don't know. I got caught in the middle of eating my granola.
Billy was practicing some ASMR before we started this podcast.
He was. It's too bad you didn't see it.
Yeah.
Or hear it.
Maybe guys, you'll get some more ASMR later. But
No
thank you
promises.
so much for tuning in to episode 10. I bet you guys out there thought we were done. We quit. That was it. Yeah.
No, not us.
No.
We were just saving up all the energy to do an episode numero 10.
We figured, there wasn't that much going on.
Yeah.
And then everything happened.
Yeah, we figured we could just skip these months because there wasn't really much.
Right. For any of those living under a rock and don't know, every single showcase happened during the last month and a half.
Yep.
Summer Games Fest,
And we watched
Xbox,
them.
PlayStation,
watched them.
Nintendo. Yeah, we watched them all.
Yeah, and we do a video on them? No.
Well, I was traveling everywhere. This is partly why we didn't have a podcast. It's all my fault.
It is.
So,
But we're not going to rip you down for it.
well, yeah. So we apologize, guys. But hey, thanks for joining us, and glad you're here. How you guys doing, Dad? How you doing?
I am still here.
Yeah,
70 years strong.
that's a good way to.
Hey, look, at my age, your expectations are so much lower.
I'm sitting at this table. I made it. I drove here.
I
I'm
drove
good.
here on my own. I ate a bag of jalapeno
Jalapeno Cheetos.
on the way over.
Mmm.
Mhm.
That hits.
I've got some ASMR ready for you.
Man. I don't think you want that kind of ASMR,
No, I
ladies
don't
and
think
gentlemen.
so.
And to my right, Bentley, the best of us all.
I'm
Yeah.
doing mighty fine.
You doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything new? Tell these fine folks out here what's new with you.
I mean, I've been playing the greatest game of all time, but we'll get
Oh.
to that later.
Well, I think you could actually just segue us right into it. Yeah.
Right,
What have you
well,
been playing?
Tears of the Kingdom, actually.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
guys, you have to cut us a little slack. I know all the news, everything we're talking about today is like old news if you listen
That's
to any
true.
other
But come
podcast.
hang with us anyway.
Yeah, but come hang with us because we have not been able to talk the 3 generations here about these things.
Yeah, so it's as much as us just getting together to catch up on each other.
That's it.
Also to share with you what we think.
Yeah. If you guys like, hanging out with people talking about your favorite subjects in video games and you want to hear 3 generations thoughts and, comments
How
on
do you
it.
say 3 generations in Spanish? Tres what?
Tres generaciones,
Tres generaciones?
I think. I don't know. For all you Spanish
Sounds
speakers
right.
out there, you can slay me if you want in the comments. Anyway. But yeah, let's talk about some Zelda. I know
Okay.
everybody out there's probably been playing Zelda.
This is true.
Bentley, let's start it off with you. What's your how's your experience been? It's been now what, 2 months?
I don't really know
With
what
Zelda?
to talk about. It's been a while.
It's
I'm
been a
not really
while.
Sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. So, where are you at in the game without any spoilers? Are you?
Okay. So
Have you done any temples? Have you done?
yeah, just like in Breath of the Wild, there's like these regional phenomena, right? Where you have to visit the 4 different type of people.
Yeah.
So I've done 2 of those. So that's about where I am. But I've also done like a bunch of side quests.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I like about Tears of the Kingdom is they have side adventures, is what they call them. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So it's not like a side quest; it's like a whole little storyline that you do. So I've done a few of those.
So it's not like a
Um,
fetch quest, so to speak.
Yeah, it's like a bigger part of the game, but it's not actually like a part of the main storyline.
Yeah.
So I've done those, and explored a lot. I've probably done like 40 shrines, maybe.
Wow.
There's 100 and do you guys know how many? There's 160 or something like that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and change.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah,
Okay.
How do you like it compared to Breath of the Wild? What's the key differences for you?
so I really like the weapon mechanic. At first, I was kind of skeptical, but I like how you get to fuse things. Spoilers, not really.
I think everybody knows you can fuse at this point.
2 months later. But yeah, like it takes a while to get used to, but you can make some pretty powerful weapons, which is pretty cool. Pretty
Mhm.
fun to find all the different ways to fuse things because there's like kind of right ways and wrong ways to do fusing. So figuring that out was pretty fun.
And the game kind of like shows you whether you fuse something correctly or not, right? Because
Yeah.
a weapon that isn't meant to be together is just like stuck together.
Yeah.
And then when you fuse something that's good,
It'll like kind of turn into a different weapon.
yeah. Makes it look.
If you try to super glue an ice cube to the end of a heating iron,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, it's pretty
No
funny.
matter how much glue you put on it.
I thought I was gonna be all cool one time, and I got a shield and I stuck a diamond on it, thinking that it would like
I saw that. Yeah.
diamond coat the shield. No, it's just this big pointy thing sticking off of my shield. Yeah,
And it wasn't even like sticking out on the pointy side. It was just flat on the shield.
it was just weird. Yeah, it didn't look
What's the
good.
little guys that you find hidden under rocks and
The Koroks.
the Koroks?
Hmm.
What do you think about the Korok missions that you keep running into? It's always the same mission.
Yeah. I personally enjoy them. I think
Do you?
they're kind of funny. I mean, a little bit like hard and kind of annoying sometimes, but
Like the backpack ones.
I mean, what I do is I just like I have this little. It's the hover bike where you just have 2 fans and a steering
Mhm.
stick. And then you
Spoilers.
just stick them on to the back of the hover bike and ride.
It's cool. You can kind of stick them anywhere.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
You're
So
like Katamari Damacy, where you just roll and pick up everything.
Yes. Yes. I've
I
never
mean,
played that.
they yell and scream while I'm doing it, but it's okay because I get them.
And they're like
fixed.
little sweat drops, or like because
Yeah.
they're like all frustrated.
Mm.
And of course, it's been way past all the memes. Everybody was roasting them and doing evil things to the Koroks.
Yeah,
But-
no doubt.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're really enjoying it. Glad you got it.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. How about you, Chris?
I want to ask Bentley, what's one of your favorite moments?
Yeah. Without
Moments.
no big
Just
spoilers.
a moment, no big spoiler, but a moment where you were like, "This is cool."
Oh.
I'll tell you. You want me to just let you
Yeah,
sit on
let
that
me
for a
think
second?
about
Okay.
that, and you go ahead.
You're going to me now?
Yeah.
I have been playing. I did one temple. I went up to, let's see, where was it? The snowy area.
Right.
So I did that one. The wind, all the wind stuff. I won't give any specifics, but that was fun. That was really cool. Up in the air. Something about the game that I want to go back. It's going to take me a long time to beat this game.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, it's one of these things you can just go back to and jump in and be like, all right, now where am I going next? I'm kind of all for, I'm even okay with being spoiled about what's in the game, like as far as gear,
Mhm.
because, I'm learning that there's masks and, different things from other Zelda games that are hidden all around. And they give certain boosts and, stats to you. Some are almost game breaking, like just depending on what armor you get, right? So I would love to kind of just find all the side quests and like just gear up, kind of
You
like
just want to get OP.
I just want to look good. It's like playing Destiny again. I want to get the best armor
Mhm.
set and just flaunt, in the tower, just walk around. Although nobody's going to see me in Zelda walking around with what I have on. But
No.
I think that's kind of, that's it. It's interesting. I've kind of fallen off of playing, putting together the machines. That's not stuck with me as much as some people.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because I don't, it's taken me a long time. I haven't even found the gotcha machines. Everybody knows there's gotcha machines out there that deliver all the little parts, right? You've gone to one of those, right?
You mean the gumball machine?
The gumball machine.
No,
call them
I
gotcha
didn't know that. I do
Yeah.
now.
Oh, you didn't know that there was a gumball machine?
Mm-mm.
No. Really?
Nope.
Okay. I just spoiled it for my dad.
I don't care.
But you can get the more machine parts essentially. But it took me forever to find the steering column.
Mhm.
So I was never really able to make really cool things without a steering column. I found like one, but apparently there's a place where you can get a bunch of them, but I don't even know where that is.
So if
So-
you're into Legos, you'll love Tears of the Kingdom's build features.
Yeah. Yep. But it, seems like one of the most handy things is like we saw it in the trailer, where you stick a rocket to your shield
Mhm.
and you just shoot up in the air. I watch Bentley do that all the time.
Yeah.
That seems like it'd be a mode of transportation I would do, is just rocket up in the air and then use my buddy to, shoot me across the sky.
I tried it out in the backyard, but I'm too heavy. It's 4th of July. I mean, I've got these rockets lying
That's
around.
true.
and-
Yeah. So, what else is cool about the game? I think that's,
I thought of my favorite moment.
oh yeah. Yeah.
So, I think like you were saying, a moment where I was like, "Whoa, that's really cool." For me, the coolest one was it's during the Zora campaign, or like the Zora regional phenomena.
Mm-hmm.
I won't spoil anything, but but not really. When you are doing like the quest, and you're in like this new area where you're doing the quest, the gravity is different, and that was really fun. Like just playing around with the gravity, like
Oh yeah.
jumping around. It was so fun. Like
Okay.
that, I think that was one of my favorite parts. But also just like during each of the mini campaigns, I feel like there's a different element that they didn't really have in Breath of the Wild. So yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even run in. That sounds awesome. I haven't even run into, like, just speaking of things, like he'll go places, and I'm watching him now because I don't really care about being spoiled necessarily. I feel like it's so big that I'll forget anyway.
Yeah.
By the time I get back to it, I'll be like,
so.
"Really, was this one thing? I don't really remember what he did." But I haven't even seen a Lionel yet, and I haven't even seen what's the big guy? I mean, this isn't a spoiler. People have seen there's a 3-headed dragon in there, the Gleeok. Gleeok. Yeah, I haven't seen either of those.
Sure, we're not playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Feels like it, right?
Dragon.
How about you, Dad? What's your experience?
Better than Breath of the Wild. More interesting. Keeps me engaged more than that game did. I'm too also trying to get up to the corner left-hand one with the Snow Kingdom, and lost my horse along the way. It's like, now this is so stupid. I feel bad I lost my horse because my horse is stuck out there somewhere with nothing to eat. I'm like, man, it's a digital horse. It's in a game. Don't feel bad about leaving your horse behind.
That's what I told you. I was like, just forget it. I was like, after he told me that, I was like, well, I dropped my horse in a river. And I didn't mean to, but I was like, oh, whatever.
I even gave him a name and everything. So, don't name your horse because you're going to lose him.
I've also left my horse behind, but if you actually go on the map and you have it like the area unlocked where your horse is, it'll show up.
Oh, cool.
So it'll have a little horsey icon.
I can get Blue back.
Go find Blue.
Oh, his name is Blue. Was it Blue?
Yes.
Oh,
like
man.
the raptor from Jurassic
Oh,
Park.
like
There
the
you go.
raptor.
Like the raptor,
Park.
exactly. Yeah. I gave him some teeth.
I hear there's a specialty horse out there too. I'm not going to
hear
spoil
there
it for
is.
anybody,
I hear
but
there is.
yeah, we won't say what, where, and how.
I already got it.
You Bentley flexing on us. He already has the horse. Nice.
I'll play more of it, but
Yeah. I feel like, again, this is a game you can just jump in and out and play
I think so.
all through the year, because we're going to talk about other games that are coming out, this year and next. And I mean, even the backlog that we haven't even touched, it's just insurmountable, the amount of games.
yeah, I've got 2 other games I've been playing. How about you guys?
Well, before we do that, did you have any favorite experiences in Zelda and Tears of the Kingdom?
Well, I just didn't know I would cry when I lost my horse.
Okay, that was it. The most emotional.
It was so special. Susan walked in and said, "What's the matter, Mark? Are you okay?" And I said, "I lost my horse. I had to leave it
I'm
behind.
really stressed out about it.
If I didn't, I was going to get killed." Not really.
What's really funny is how important that horse was to you when everybody else is like, I barely use horses in this game anymore. I'm just using, all the equipment or all the rides that I've built.
No, the first moment that really kind of freaked me out was when you had to dive from the Sky Kingdom down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure I nailed that landing, and I just went splat.
Yeah.
And there's a big red cross where I died.
I
It's
did.
like, how'd I do that?
Yeah, the first time I went down under, I don't even know what. Do we even know what it's called? I can't even remember what it's called.
It's right down under.
The down under. I actually rode a dragon down there. Like he was happened to be going in one of the holes, and I just jumped on the back of like an ice dragon.
No way.
And I just rode it, and I was like, this is probably not good because I don't have anything in the game.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and
You were
it's
like-
funny because you didn't even have your paraglider.
I didn't even have my
So you
paraglider.
couldn't get down, and
Yeah.
I was like, "You should go get your paraglider. You're supposed to get that first thing."
I was going way too far ahead in the
I did
game.
get my paraglider, so I do have that
Yeah.
done. So
That's good.
Yeah, you guys had that knocked out way before I did. I was like running around doing random things without, doing the direction of the game wanted me to go.
Yeah. So actually, I'm not sure what the bottom layer is called. Called something boring. But
The basement.
yeah, basically.
Hyrule
But,
basement.
My friend, shout out to him, calls it the Underdark, which I think is pretty
I
cool.
like it. The
The
Underdark.
Underdark. That's like a little bit from Stranger Things. A little bit.
Yeah.
It is from. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. What is it
No,
called in
it's
Stranger
the,
Things? Upside down?
Yeah, the upside,
Upside down. Yeah. All right, Dad, you were talking about, there's ours. And if we don't have anything else to share Zelda talk, guys, let us know in the comments below what your experiences in Zelda are.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. And if you're liking the podcast, give us a like and a subscribe if you're new.
And especially since we're so late in getting this posted.
Exactly.
A double like would be fun.
Yeah, and we're a family friendly channel. We keep everything pretty clean, other than the occasional dad joke, which we have Bentley over here who takes care of us.
Yeah.
He knocks him out of the way when we get a little.
We do double duty on the dad jokes.
Ew,
I said duty.
gross. See, there it is. Oh, let
Sorry,
childish humor begin. All right, so we got that out of the way. Dad, you said you're.
Yeah, 2 games I've been playing while I put down Tears of the Kingdom was I wanted to finish Stray. And the reason I wanted to finish Stray is because it's leaving the PlayStation Plus.
Okay. Yeah, you don't own it. Yeah.
I don't own it. And it's going to come to Xbox, I think, on August 16th or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd really like to get it done. I'm about halfway through. It's really a fun game, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. How come there's all these robots here, but there's only cats and there aren't any humans? And slowly that gets revealed to you. And it's really fun and interesting as it gets revealed to you. And you get the new characters and the new areas. And so I've really enjoyed it quite a bit. And then they introduce, this is a mellow. I like this. I'm 70 years old. This is mellow. I'm enjoying it. There's cats. Come on, cat.
Oh, that was a good purr.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Talk about ASMR.
So anyway, so I love it. And then they introduce these little characters that are like little ticks. They come at you at 100 miles an hour, and there's like swarms of them of 10 or 20 at a time. And you have to just get away from them because you don't have any way to kill them except for maybe swat them back, and you can swat maybe 1 or 2. So they've taken my beautiful transcendent experience. And halfway through the game, they went, "Come here, old man. We're going to make him running down this hole and get past these guys." It just
Made it super stressful.
Make it super stressful. And it's like, thanks a lot.
You're like, Stray's a cozy game. No, it's not.
It's not. They hug you so close, and then when they got you, they rip your heart out.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Stray, and I'm hoping to get that.
It's kind of like your relationship with real cats. I mean, it's like, love at once, and then they rip your heart out.
Not mine. You can get the wrong cat.
All the cat lovers out there are going to be like, we're going to hate on this guy.
And then the other thing that I've decided to play, based on a guy who's got a fairly small YouTube channel, but nice young guy. He's trying to grow it.
Want to give him a plug?
Xbox Gut.
Xbox Gut?
Xbox Gut.
That's
He's really
cool.
into anime and all kinds of different things. So, nice guy. But I watched him play I think it was the demo or maybe some of the game for Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, yeah.
And I played the original Final Fantasy games back in the day on the PS1 and PS2 and had a lot of fun with them. But I'm not too much into turn-based combat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not been my thing. And this is an action RPG where there is no longer turn-based combat. The graphics are fantastic. The voice acting is fantastic. The story is fantastic. And the demo is pretty short. So if you're unsure whether you'll like this one, I didn't like 15 either. The story is very easy to follow, who's who. I just think the production quality and everything else, it does get a little hectic during the battles. And I've heard other really good gamers say it's hard for me to remember what I'm supposed to do when, what buttons to push. But that comes with muscle memory after a little while. And so I would highly recommend Final Fantasy 16 demo at least. If you like the demo, I would definitely think about picking up the game because I think it's a refresh of the Final Fantasy series. And it's in a direction not everybody's going to like, but it's made me pick it back up again, and I'm really enjoying it.
Nice. I was going to play some, but that's okay. Yeah, I heard that this game is it's different than, like you said, it's more action oriented, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you've got button presses to make, and you've got blocks to make. So there's those. What are the moments called? We had to hit the A button at the exact right time, the X button.
Yeah, like a counter type.
Yeah. So there's certain things you have to do at certain times.
Or the timed sequences.
The time sequences.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the monsters are just freaking insane.
Yeah, they're massive, right?
Oh, they're massive. And there's this one in the swamp that you get to, and it's just like, well, it's believable. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of fun to take that out. And of course, I'm playing it in old man mode. I think I'm playing it on story mode, which I can do. So that makes it not quite so difficult for me, which is fun.
Yeah.
I'm just there for the story and some excitement.
Yeah.
So I really haven't died yet. But of course, that's just the demo. Oh, and when you play the demo, your progress there carries over to the real game.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so that's great. So you didn't waste that time.
Yeah.
Although you might want to go back and start it again for some reason.
Yeah.
But, and the facial animations, I can't say enough about it. I just think they've done a wonderful job with it. I'm looking forward to playing the whole game.
So let me ask you this, because is it $70 now, right?
It is.
So is it, for me, who's never played Final Fantasy, who messed with 15 a little bit, the bros club, cruising around in the car, like, is this something that I even want to even think about with all the games that are out, all the games that I'm into.
I have 3 letters for you.
Oh.
PTD.
I don't know what that means.
Play the demo.
I'll play the demo. Okay, got it.
Because everybody's got that question in their head. And
Yeah.
I did too. And when I saw Xbox who got play it and his comments on it, well, this is a pretty good guy. I trust his opinion. So I went and played it, and it's like, oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'll play the demo.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you anything, and go do it. And
Yeah.
it's short.
That sounds good. So that's what you're. Well, both of those games are out. Well, of course, Stray's been out for a while. Billy,
Yeah.
weren't you wanting to get into some Stray?
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I like cats.
You're a cat person.
I'm a cat person.
Better hurry up.
I'm gonna be an old cat lady.
Well, we own it. Here, show that. Here, grab that up. See that up on that shelf, Dad, real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna have
Gotcha.
my dad move for a second. But
Oh my God, it's scary.
I actually bought Stray from. If you guys aren't familiar with I Am 8-Bit, they are a fantastic website that they do. They'll put the soundtracks of games on records, and they do amazing artwork. They hire like artists that do custom artwork and everything else. But this was the folder or the sleeve that came on the Stray disc that I bought for PlayStation. It's really cool. It's got like this metallic, if you're watching the YouTube version of the video. But it's a cool sleeve that goes over the game, and then it came with some like art little
Art cards.
art cards. Yeah, really cool.
And a coaster.
And look at this. Yeah, it's like a cat coaster. Look at that.
It's
And
fuzzy.
you know why the cat coaster's there? Hold it like this. Put it in front of here. Hold it. Put it in front of your cat.
And then they paw on it because it's fuzzy. Yeah.
Exactly.
But you can see on the back, it's you got Annapurna, you got Blue 12 or and then I Am 8-Bit. But go check out I Am 8-Bit. I'd love to have like a partnership with I Am 8-Bit because I want to show off a bunch of the records that we've bought from them. And actually, I think I still have the Stray soundtrack coming on record on vinyl
Oh, cool.
with the artwork and everything, which is really cool. But anyway,
Pretty neat.
sorry, a little sidetrack on Stray. Bentley, do you what have you've been playing Zelda? Is there anything else you've played other than Zelda?
I played some Tears of the Kingdom, actually.
Are we taking? Is this the same game? Are we talking about the same game?
Yeah, no,
Tears of the Kingdom has been the main thing.
Yeah. So I did actually. I'm thinking about because I was thinking, maybe I should get back into another game like Terraria or Stardew Valley, like one of my comfort food games, kind of.
Yeah, we all have it. We all have one.
Yeah, but then I kind of want to get back into what's it called, Spiritfarer.
Spiritfarer, yeah.
I was thinking about it. I was like, that's actually one of my favorite games now that I think about it. And I remember playing it a lot and getting into it. But I did actually I got stuck, which is kind of what made me stop playing it. So I feel like if I went back, maybe even just looked up how to get past that part, because there's really no point in just like being stuck if, you know.
There's so many YouTube videos out there right now, and you just shouldn't feel bad about it. If you're stuck,
Just
go watch a
get
video,
out.
get past it, and then, when you get stuck again, whatever.
If it's the difference of not ever finishing the game versus
Exactly.
just helping yourself through one little piece.
I know, that's how I feel, because I usually don't want to look stuff up.
No,
but
you
then
don't.
If I get like where like I've looked so many times and I just cannot find the solution, then I'll just look it up. So I think I might go back and see if I can do that, because I did really enjoy that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I have not played any other games.
Do it. Go back to Spiritfarer. I mean, heck, it's not like there's thousands of other games out there waiting. And that's my problem is with me is let's see, actually one of the games that I played other than Tears of the Kingdom, I've been playing a lot. So I've been traveling. This is again why we haven't had a podcast in the last 6 weeks. But before I left, Graham and I, the little guy, Bentley's brother, we beat Mario Odyssey.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we weren't very far. We were missing one level or two levels to get to Bowser and interrupt the wedding. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it's not like it's any new story going on there with Odyssey. And I know there's more endings to Odyssey, but we beat the game just
Like
beating
the first ending.
This is the first ending. I just understand there's several, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Bentley?
Your daughter, my granddaughter, just got married. You should have shown up as Bowser.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's happened, guys. There's another reason why we've been so busy is my daughter got married. So
Oh yeah,
making me
forgot
feel,
about that.
yeah, you remember that? Your sister getting married? Yeah, that was all that's, yeah. So, man, I run the gambit as far as ages of kids. We have 21 years down to 3. So,
21 just got married.
16.
16 in high school, and
then
3 about
and
to start preschool.
Just to throw it in for not the exact family, but my mother-in-law turns 100 on July 27th.
Yeah.
Nice.
26th.
Yep.
July 26th. 100 years old.
Nice.
That's a big family gamut.
So actually, even before, so going back, even before, actually right after our last podcast, we not only beat Mario Odyssey, but I did beat Tears of the King, or not Tears of the Kingdom,
Whoa.
Breath of the Wild, because I wanted to see the ending, you know, before Tears of the Kingdom.
I
So
didn't know you did that.
yeah, there was two games, but both of those games, I literally was like 90% done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I was like, why am I sitting here on these things? I'm not going to be a completionist and go get the golden poop or anything like that, but I'll at least beat the game. So
Yeah. And then we watched all the memories together before
we did. We put that video on our
and
channel.
we made it a video. Go check it out right now.
Yeah.
Or else.
Or else. That's a threat.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
You'll find some golden poops on your doorstep.
That's right.
But I think it is a good review for Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yep.
Have you had a chance to play anything while you've been on the road?
So when I was playing, so what I've been playing on the road is, so I have my Steam Deck and I have the Switch. So I played a little Tears of the Kingdom, but on the Steam Deck, I was playing, of course I always go back to Vampire Survivors. And then there's, what else did I put on the Steam Deck that was from, I can't remember what it was.
The tribal one or something.
Yes. Pacha, something Pacha tribe. Anyway, it's another cozy, build your area, farm, homestead.
They're all like Stardew Valley look like.
They're all,
basically.
yeah. Bentley and I are starting to realize that's our jam is a home base builder.
Yeah. We only like base builders.
We only like base builders. We're like growing this thing like this, whether it's Minecraft or
in Starfield, you can have the opportunity to do that also.
Right. So on a realistic platform, like a game that's like, you know, that's definitely versed in realism graphics, right?
We haven't even talked about Starfield yet.
We haven't even talked about Starfield, probably because we know it's like going to be, and that's the question, will it be game of the year? Is it going to beat, everybody was talking about how Tears of the Kingdom is going to be game of the year. And then everybody was blown away by the trailer of Starfield from the Xbox Showcase, which, by the way, I know we're going all over the place right now, but can I just say the Xbox Showcase was fantastic.
They actually redeemed themselves.
Oh
I
my.
think, to a degree.
We got a golf clap from Bentley. This is fantastic. You know, not that Xbox watches this show or listens to this podcast. I'll tell you that right now. I would be blown away. But, you know, we're huge Xbox fans.
Xbox, will you listen to my son and grandson's podcast, please?
But, you know, we play all consoles. But I will have to say I've played Xbox most because, you know, our game nights, when we did LAN parties, you know, ever since the OG Xbox all the way up, it was the best for us. It was the most convenient way to play a LAN party with our friends. Like you started all this, all the LAN party games. Yeah, Xbox. I mean, so that's where all my experiences were. But the showcase, man, they've had some, you know, Xbox has been suffering over the last couple of years, just not getting games out, putting out games like Redfall was a pretty bad hit for them. We already talked about that, but man, talk about these trailers. Can we just talk about the first one, Fable? Dad, how much Fable have you played?
Well, I played all the games to completion except for the last one. At the very end of the last one, they gave you 2 paths and you had to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
And I hated both of them. I felt like I was compromising my character and my beliefs.
Right.
No matter which one I took.
Did you have to be good or bad? Is that what it was?
No, it was bad or badder.
Oh.
Bad or worse.
That's weird.
Yeah, and I stopped at that point. But I love the Fable games. I just had a blast with them. It was just one of those I wanted to keep coming back to and challenging. I love the art style.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the humor. Come on, the British humor.
And they've been working on some type of resurrection of Fable for some time now. So to see this trailer and see what it looks like a lot of fun.
Could you imagine if you think they do a remastered version of all 3? You think they'll put together
I think they have a older remastered version, but they don't have a new remastered version.
That'd be absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So that trailer is fantastic. The actor who's that British comedian that is the giant in the trailer,
Which
I
one
can't
was it?
remember his name, but it's absolutely he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Obviously, there's no gameplay of that, so people are a little disappointed, but at least we
You show what you can show.
got a taste. Yeah. Anything else from that showcase that you guys remember?
What was the Clockwork
Revolution.
Yeah, that kind of looked like BioShock.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
BioShock Infinite
Did
to
you-
me.
Yeah, and you like BioShock. Did you play all of those?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you like 3?
Yeah, I love 3, and it's really funny because it's so divided. The people either love 1 and 2 and hate 3,
Right.
or they love 3 and don't much care for 1 and 2.
Huh.
Most people didn't care for 2 after 1, but maybe there's people out there that like
3
1
was
and 3.
in 3 was in the air, and it was just it had a different vibe from 1 and 2. 1 and 2
But
was
it's
like
beautiful. It's fantastic. You got hook lines that you grab
It's pretty
onto
cool.
and take
Zip
across
lines.
buildings through the sky, and
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah. So anything else? Let's see. What else from that trailer that really hit me? I mentioned to Bentley. Bentley, you're a climber. He's on the rock climbing team, and I mentioned Husant. Looks like a French name, but it's by Don't Nod, and it's a climbing game. Looked pretty fun.
It did look cool.
Yeah, I don't know. The artwork. It reminded the art you were talking about playing Spirit Fair. I don't know if Don't Nod made Spirit Fair. I don't want to put false information out there. I'm trying to think who made Spirit Fair, but that looked interesting to me. And there are just several new titles that are coming out.
Yeah, besides Starfield.
South of Midnight, besides Starfield.
Yeah, and South of Midnight looked cool, but
Mhm.
again, it wasn't any in-game play. It
Hmm.
was a trailer.
Yeah,
So,
and of course Star Wars.
now Star Wars. Yeah,
Do you played both You played Jedi Survivor and
I've only played.
you played Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
Okay.
I haven't played Survivor.
Bentley, did you play either Fallen Order or Survivor? Any of those? No.
Nope.
You only played Battlefield or Battlefront.
I did a little bit, which was really fun.
I enjoyed those campaigns actually, and I enjoyed playing them. Well, we used to play multiplayer for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got old.
Yeah.
But,
Old. What? So yeah, and there was much more from the Xbox showcase. I mean,
Yeah.
people from Flight Simulator
Flight
to
Simulator was
Mhm.
very, very cool. From all the different type of jobs you could do, flying a helicopter or flying a plane,
Mhm.
you were able to do them. And then at the very end, they showed that you can fly an ornithopter from Dune.
yeah,
That was just like, okay,
that was cool.
we're gonna do that.
Little again, cozy games always capture my attention, and Dungeons of Hinterberg was another one
Mhm.
that I thought the art style was cool. You go into
so cutesy.
you go into town, but then you leave and you go to these dungeons. And I think I listened to a thing from the developers how they were talking about that there's a phenomenon that happened that made all these dungeons see something open up, and there's I don't know you go and explore, and yeah, it's just one of those things. You go out, come back, go out, come back.
Right.
Adventure games.
Kind of like what was it? Not Outlander, was that it? No, it was the game where you go into like the portals and you're like the shopkeeper, and there's like it's like a dungeon.
Oh yeah, what was that one called? Oh, that was a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was so good we don't remember. that.
well, again, it was a top-down one, right?
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Is on Xbox Game Pass too.
It had I still remember he had like gray hair and he had a backpack on.
Yes.
There was like blue goop
Oh,
or something.
We'll think of it. Maybe in the comments that they can remind us what it was called.
Yeah.
Blue goo. Yes.
There's always blue goo in dungeon games.
What other games other than it doesn't have to be the Xbox showcase? Any other games or any announcements that were made over the last 2 months?
There's a new Capcom game coming out that's is it Primal? The one with the dinosaurs?
Yes. The ones that fall out of the holes in the sky.
Yeah.
That looks fantastic.
If you want, if like horde mode games, like Gears of War or whatever.
Just total nonsense.
Nonsense, nonstop.
Yeah.
Just shoot the heck out of
Just
them.
dinosaurs pouring out of the sky out of portals. I mean, come on. It's the most ridiculous
What?
thing. Yeah. But those sometimes those are the best games.
Wave 2, more dinosaurs coming in.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I actually had this thought the other day that I think is part of my burnout on video games sometimes is that developers and everything, they're trying to go too deep into like story and, make this piece of art, which is fantastic. And I think it needs to be in the industry. But I honestly just want to go have some fun.
I watched a YouTube video yesterday, and I wish I could tell you who made it. But what about the fun? I think was
Yeah. That's a great title. Yeah.
And his whole point was that is, games used to be played and we used to laugh and we,
Yeah.
look at each other and chuckle, and
Yeah.
now it's just the serious stuff all the time.
Yeah. Now it's so there's so much judgment going on with games.
It's so much of it is money driven by the developers too.
Yeah.
So that's really ruined a lot of stuff. So you find the good ones and talk them up.
Let's look at the real most successful console, and that's Nintendo. Even though we sit there and talk about, even though the FTC or anybody else would try to make it sound like Xbox and PlayStation are the only two consoles that are in the quote unquote console wars, but Nintendo is like out there throwing out fun games. They're not.
I still love my Wii U.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
great stuff.
They're not graphically heavy. They're just fun.
They're beautiful though. It's funny. I could throw that on a 55-inch LG OLED. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
So,
And speaking of Nintendo, Billy,
Mario,
yeah,
which one?
the new one.
what was it called?
Wonder.
I don't know what it's.
Super Mario Wonders.
Mario Wonder. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, do you like the art style?
Yeah, I actually do. Sometimes I'm picky about people changing art styles of things that are like very set in stone. But
Some people said it didn't change enough for them.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty small changes, but I mean, not necessarily small, but yeah, I think I like the art style. It
Mhm.
looked cool.
It impressed me, which is saying something.
Mario's way more animated, right? Even just the little backdrops, like when he jumps up and he does
Mhm.
something successfully, they do that like anime splatter, like cartoon drawing behind him.
Anime splatter.
I don't know anime. I don't know.
You mean like the
like a bubble, but it's
like Into the Spider-Verse?
like Into the Spider-Verse, type clip art. Mm-hmm. Which is really
I
cool.
still haven't seen that new movie.
But honestly, I think this Mario Wonder is returning back to its roots. This is what actually happens when you eat mushrooms.
Yeah, it
Like
is
all the
definitely.
trippy stuff going on in the backgrounds. Yeah, I mean,
The grandpa's from San Diego, California, from in the early '60s. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah,
anybody
you're
who
right.
says, "All right, this Mario's too far fetched or ridiculous," like really,
No, it's real.
really. I mean, they're eating mushrooms. What do you expect? So,
That's exactly right.
and then of course getting into the whole. Everybody's talked about the elephant in the room. You're welcome. But that actually makes me think about how many other power-ups are going to be that you actually morph into an animal. You can't assume it's only going to be an elephant, right?
You never know.
There's got to be other things.
I mean, there was one where you were in like a ball, a spiky ball,
Yeah.
and your hat was on it. So it's kind of like Odyssey elements right there.
Yeah. I mean, think about how many things you got to control in Odyssey.
Yeah. So maybe they're gonna bring some of that into the two-dimensional.
Yeah.
And what was that little game at the very end of the showcase? What was it called?
Which one?
At the very end of the showcase, they had a little game at the end.
Of Nintendo?
No, of Xbox.
Oh, the little one. You mean the little space game?
We got a little space.
The little teeny space game. The little, hey,
I'm not excited about it.
go explore 1,000 planets.
I'm not excited about Skyrim in space.
All right, tell us about it, Dad. What's your thoughts?
Oh, I don't
So
know.
you're not excited?
I'm not excited at all.
Yeah. Are you guys excited out there? Let's ask all of our listeners. Are you excited for Starfield?
I think if we hear back from people, one of the things we'll probably hear is I hope I'm not disappointed again, because Xbox's track record with Redfall and some other games has just not been good.
Yeah.
However, Todd Howard and
Don't you mean God Howard?
God Howard, and if you've seen real life gameplay now, I'm going to compare it somewhat to Mass Effect,
Mm-hmm.
which is a space trilogy of games. And the thing I think they're going to be able to do, but not do as well as Mass Effect, when you went on a mission in Mass Effect, you picked your crew from the available crew members that you've met along the way
Right.
in your travels.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like you're going to be able to do that in Starfield.
Mm-hmm.
But what made it so good in Mass Effect was the storyline, and the interactions were so fantastic and believable that it really sucks you in. I don't know if it's going to be like Mass Effect Light, or whether they'll really blow it out of the water with that. It's nice to be in the big sterile environment with 1,000 planets and all this kind of cool stuff, but it gets down to the human emotions and the stories and the backgrounds of the players that
Mhm.
you're playing. Mass Effect was the master of that. Let's see what happens with Starfield.
Yeah, I like that. Todd Howard was interviewed by the crew over at Kind of Funny.
Mhm.
And they they were asking about like certain, members, like when you bring on members in your crew, and if like some people just annoy you, he was like, yeah, you can go assign them to like some outpost somewhere or put them on a ship
Perfect.
that's in the fleet. Yeah, that you don't ever have to see them.
So. I don't want to say that I want it to be Mass Effect, but each game we go into has games that came before it that set a baseline for our expectations.
Yeah.
And Mass Effect is unfortunately going to tint some of my perceptions of this new game because I'm going to compare it to it.
Yeah.
Just automatically.
And by people saying it's Skyrim in space, I told both of you guys that I prefer, I think you said too, you prefer fantasy over sci-fi. Yeah. So, it won't be because I don't like the game. It's just because I don't necessarily play games in space.
Mm-hmm.
But I still absolutely am going to play this game. I want to give it a try. And since there's building, there's base build, there's base
you
building.
can have your own fleet.
Yep.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yep. You can create anything you want. So I'm in it.
Yeah, we're in it to win it.
And we have you picked up some hot items.
I have picked up the controller, which if you haven't seen the controller, there's plenty of good videos on it out there.
Mm-hmm.
The details of the controller are pretty impressive.
Yeah, show it off, Belly.
Go ahead.
Belly's got the controller right there. Look at that bad boy.
And the details on each of the buttons actually corresponds to your control panel on the ship that you're piloting. You're not driving it, you're piloting it.
Yeah.
People say, I'm going to go drive the ship. No, you're going to pilot it.
Drive the ship.
It's got some hidden features on it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like it's got this hidden...
yeah.
And then the left and right buttons on the back are clear.
The clear triggers is what blew my mind when I did an unboxing on our channel, just a short, and I was not expecting that.
Yeah, do they light up?
I don't know. I haven't actually used it.
I bet you they light up. Did you also know that if you plug that in, connect it to your Xbox, that you can go to the system preferences, go to the backgrounds, and there is a Starfield background that's unlocked by plugging in that controller.
Nice.
So you get that with it. You and I both looked at the headset, and we've decided to hold off for now because we've got so many darn headsets.
I have so many headsets. And we have 3 headsets right here with the podcast, but then I have gaming headsets too. So first world problems.
Maybe we need to do custom headsets.
Custom headsets.
Each of us has a headset.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice idea.
That's a good idea.
What's cool about the headset too, the microphone is clear, like the left and right buttons on the controller, and it also lights up.
Nice.
Which is pretty small details, which are pretty cool. Alana Pierce does a nice review on the both of those items, and
go check out her
her stuff's always good.
Review showcase on it.
And then we also managed to, I managed to, and by way of you, we've got the Constellation editions coming to us. This is coming from GameStop. Mine's coming from Best Buy. I'm pretty good about getting my hands on stuff that's hard to get my hands on. And so we have those coming. And if you haven't already looked at it, it's got a really, really cool watch, which is just a really unusual.
It receives notifications from your phone and everything.
Yeah. And it also it looks exactly like the one that you're wearing in the game.
Yeah.
And then the case that it comes in is just fantastic.
It reminds me of Fallout and the Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of pricey, but
$300, right?
$300. Because you get the best version of the game, and you actually get the first DLC that comes out too.
Okay.
So you got that going on. So
I'm just going to put one plug in there for Todd, if he's listening, which he isn't. But could you please put in the disc in a physical disc in a collector's edition? This isn't just going to Todd Howard, but this is going to everybody who makes a collector's edition. Please put a disc in, because collectors want a disc.
I think we're doomed that way. I think it's just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. Looking at the statistics.
I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with it either. But they could even increase the price a bit. They could even say, like, here's an extra $5 and we'll send you the disc.
Yeah.
Would make everybody happy, and they'd pony up.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I totally agree with that. But yeah, so Starfield's going to be great. Oh, we also get into it 5 days early.
5 days early, yeah. 5 or 6 days, yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So we're looking forward to it. We'll see. We'll definitely be doing an episode shortly after that, and let you know what our thoughts are on it.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
Anything else, guys? Bentley, anything else? Starfield, ready for some base building?
Sure.
Yeah. A lot of games coming out. We are feasting well as gamers this year. And there are already so many games on this channel, guys. We're going to be putting together some videos where really any videos that come out on Gamer Like Dad are only going to have Dad, myself, and Bentley, or if I happen to have other kids here, but it'll maybe be us three. Those are the videos you'll see for gaming. You're rarely going to see one just me by myself. You guys don't want to see me by myself. But that's the whole point of Gamer Like Dad, is just experiences with us, just enjoying, the games we love and games we're excited about. And, again, talking about our experiences, right? Doing a little gaming genealogy, as I like to call it.
And as usual, we will post this video both on Gamer Like Dad, and we will post it on Elder Geek Gamer.
Yep.
So you can get access either way. And if you want to comment on it, just comment there on the YouTube video. That helps us out a lot. Chris has got something fantastic to tell you about the achievement he and Bentley have made with their channel.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, the channel's been doing great, and we've been putting together a lot of shorts, and the shorts have, there's positives and negatives to them, but our channel is now at 63,000 subscribers.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and we do fun little openings with mystery things, but also some gaming things and toys and things that I'm interested in. Anything that catches my eye, I'm like, oh, that would be fun.
It's shiny.
And the kids love it out there. And hey guys, we just want to say thanks for supporting the channel. That's something fun. And if you have a request of something you'd like to see, maybe we can do it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and then I like to do some giveaways, things like that down the road too. But it's a huge milestone. We would just love to start getting some long form content out there too, not just
I do
the
more
shorts.
long form, but I don't do a lot of content recently. But
Yep. And guys, if there's anything you'd like to see us do or play or whatever, hit us up. Like I said, Elder Geek Gamer at YouTube and Gamer Like That at YouTube. Let us know, because we definitely could use the ideas, because we old. Bentley has the ideas. We're running out.
no, you old, me mold.
I oldies. Wow. Okay. Well, again, thanks so much, guys, for watching and listening wherever you choose to do so. This has been episode 10. Can you believe it? We hope we won't be as crazy busy, and in 2 weeks we can get out episode 11, and maybe we will have tried some of these.
This is what you feel.
Try you must.
Try you must.
Yes.
Do.
That was a great Yoda. And with that, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.